Well, if you're driving in Tulsa, one thing is certain: you're going to run into construction. You may have even gotten turned around or have to come to a complete stop because of cones or barricades.
Well, Tulsa's traffic expert Travis Guillory is live near downtown with how much longer you have to pull your hair out with some of these big projects. Travis, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. It seems like the IDL construction is probably one of the biggest construction zones right now in northeast Oklahoma. But you know, it seems like construction pretty much affects every single corner of the city of Tulsa.
From Detroit Avenue, you can hear the church bells at Boston Avenue Methodist. What you won't hear are a lot of cars coming down Detroit. You get the occasional passerby, but mostly silence. A sound that's not good news for Jim Blankenship.
It is literally shut down our whole street.
He's talking about the ongoing construction on the interdispersal loop downtown, just yards away from where his auto shop has sat for more than 40 years. But since January, when construction began and ODOT closed lanes and shut down streets, customers and suppliers have had some trouble getting to him.
We have to explain to them how to get here, and after they get here, they're going around the block, so it's a nuisance.
But a necessary nuisance, according to ODOT construction engineer Seth Buchanan.
A lot of these projects start 8+ years in advance of construction.
A lot has to happen in that 8-year plan.
That includes any type of right-of-way we may need. There are utilities, there's coordination with the local municipalities.
ODOT develops a traffic management plan in coordination with the Federal Highway Administration, which figures out how traffic should flow during a construction project, like on the IDL, using a clockwise versus counterclockwise detour.
For these big projects, that's what we do. We look at traffic patterns, we look at constructability, what we can and can't do with the present conditions.
On the south and east legs of the IDL, crews have been replacing pavement and rehabilitating bridges, 50-year-old infrastructure.
We'll be able to switch traffic and basically, reverse our detour, and then we can handle the eastbound lanes at that point. And we're going to be doing the same process.
So instead of going this way, you'll be going this way within the next few days. Not too far from the IDL roadwork, the reconstruction of Lewis Avenue from 11th to 21st Streets.
We took the pavement all the way down to subgrade and built it all back up, new curbs, new driveways, so it'll essentially be a new street when we're complete.
The project was supposed to be done last November.
We had some utility issues out there, some unknown utilities and utilities that made us do things a little bit differently than we planned. We also had some easement issues with the railroad.
Britt Vance, field engineering manager for the city of Tulsa, says most work north of 15th Street is complete. A lane south of 15th needs to be paved, and the project should wrap up within the next month. But why is there so much construction happening at once? Why not just focus on one project at a time?
We have a certain period of the year that we can do this kind of work, because during the winter we really can't. If we were to just focus and run in one area at a time, we would not get nearly as much done. And we really have to utilize the funding when we have it.
Funding that hasn't always been around.
We didn't have funding for so long that our system kind of fell behind, so now we're playing catch up.
So drivers, residents, and business owners like Jim Blankenship will just have to push through.
We know the traffic's going to come back someday, and my customers have been loyal, so all I do is just hang on and hope they keep coming back.
Yeah, so Jim will just have to hang in there until pretty much the end of the year. We're about halfway through with this IDL construction project. Also, there's all that construction there on Highway 11 right in front of the airport getting off at 244. So just kind of check out the signs out there. A lot of lane closures on Virgin and Memorial all around there around the airport once you get off 244 there on Highway 11. So that's another thing to look out for. But of course, every single morning I'm here telling you about any major construction projects that are really going to impact your commute, telling you about lane closures, any backup because of cones and barrels and barriers. So make sure you stay with us every single morning to get those updates. Corey, Aaron.